Has the truth about the 144,000 been sitting right in front of us this whole time? Stay tuned.
The preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry.
Thanks for joining me again today. I'm Son of Thunder. Today we're going to be discussing the 144,000, and I think I figured out the simple answer to what it is by just looking at the context of the whole book of Revelation. So first, let's take a look at a Watchtower article, and we are going to put it against the scriptures that it cites for itself. Turn with me. We're going to be examining what is still current light, the 2004 September 1st Watchtower Question from readers. It asks, why do Jehovah's Witnesses take the number 144,000 mentioned in the book of Revelation literally and not symbolically? Now, it says, Revelation 7:4, I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000. Now look where it's underlined. Their number 144,000 is understood literally for several reasons. One is found in the immediate context of Revelation chapter 7 and verse 4. Now before we address Revelation 7, let's look at Revelation 5, 9, and 10 just to lay the groundwork. So I'm not really giving my commentary, we're just reading the scriptures just as they are to see what they're actually saying. Now if we look here at Revelation 5:10, it says, and you made them to be a kingdom and priests to our God, and they are to rule as kings over the earth. So we know as Jehovah's Witnesses that we were taught that this is referring to the anointed 144,000. But look at the underlined part. It says, out of every tribe and tongue and people and nation. But notice what it says about the 144,000 in Revelation 7. The 144,000 are out of every tribe of the sons of Israel. Out of every tribe, tongue, and nation. Out of every tribe of the sons of Israel. So how can they say that those ruling in heaven are the same as the 144,000? Either it's symbolic or it contradicts. Now let's just wipe it clean and read it just as the text wants to be read. Reading in Revelation 7, starting in verse 4. That reads, and I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000 sealed out of every tribe of the sons of Israel. So notice here why I said the key word is what John says. He says, I heard the number as 144,000. And after he hears, notice what he does next. So this is the vision that he's having. So he hears it, and look what he says. After this, I saw. And look, a great crowd which no man was able to number out of all nations and tribes and peoples and tongues. So he hears 144,000, and he says, after this I looked, a great crowd. Is the great crowd the symbolic 144,000? You let me know. Now, where is the great crowd? Well, let's look into it. And first I'd like to thank another YouTuber, Winston from Watchtower Examination, which I think is based in Jamaica, but I've learned a lot from this channel and recommend that you visit his channel and support him and take a look at these Bible studies that he basically debunks quite a bit of Watchtower theology, and a lot of the things I've learned I attribute to his work. And this next part I actually got from Winston's Watchtower Examination site. Now if you look at the A part, he says, after I saw and looked, two things involving the eyes, the great crowd, which no man was able to number. And it says that they're before the throne and before the Lamb. Now where is that? In heaven. Now look at the B part. All the angels were standing around the throne. Now one of the elders told me, notice it says around the throne and before the throne. So that means two different places. But look at the rest of the sentence in verse 11. It says the angels are also before the throne. So before or around doesn't make a difference. And in the C part, that is why the great crowd is before the throne of God. So clearly, we're all going to the same place, whether you believe in the Bible or not. The Bible teaches that there are no two classes. We all go to the same place. Whether heaven is a different place than the earth, or if earth is in the heavenly realm, Whatever the controversy, there is no two-class system. Matthew 23:8 says, call no man on earth your leader. We're all brothers, there's no distinction. Hold on a minute. The Watchtower has evidence that what they're saying is true in the God's Kingdom Rules book. Turn with me to chapter 5 for the evidence that the Watchtower provides. Now this is their evidence, and they've usually been pretty clever, so I'm sure they have a good explanation here. Now if we read in verse 7, it says God's people were blessed with what? Flashes of spiritual light? Tell me more about these flashes of spiritual light you said they were?
Yeah, that's what I told you. Flashes of spiritual light, I say. Yeah.
Well, there you have it again. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Am I close, or I don't know. I'm not a theologian, of course. I don't have to tell you that, and I'm trying to unlearn and learn at the same time. So I'd love to hear your opinions on what you think the 144,000 really means. Also, there are other Bible studies that we'll be having to unlearn a lot of the false doctrines from the Watchtower, but I'll have my own style with it, called Bible Studies with Son of Thunder. Once again, thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the support as well. I'm Son of Thunder, keeping watch for you. Till next time.